Well, hey, good afternoon. Welcome back to my little gardening show. I wanted to just give you a little update of our other garden here at our friend's house. Today we were picking green beans. I don't know if you can see these. These are called, I think, Jade. I got these from High Mowing Seed Company, and they are a fantastic bean. We've also lucked out. We don't have the bean beetles in there yet. I think we've got a groundhog that's been snacking a little bit, but other than that, it's going pretty well. So I'm gonna take you over, and we're gonna check it out. So here we go. Got my two little helpers there. Other kids are at a little nature camp. But I got Selah and Samuel. What'd you find there, bud?
A big tomato. A big tomato.
A big tomato. Well, yeah, that's pretty good.
A big tomato.
That's pretty good. It's pretty ripe. You want to put that in our basket?
Okay.
All right. Well, hey, can you take these to the basket?
Yeah.
Wait, you don't have them all. Grab them again. Here, let me put them in your hand. All right. There you go. I had a buddy come over and help me. Josh, he helped me plant this, so he helped me weed it too last week, and we laid down some Bisqueen in the main paths just to cut down on the work here, and added some more wood chips, mulch to keep the weeds down. But here's the tomato patch. They're doing really well. I'm doing these completely different from the ones at the house. I'm just letting these go wherever they want to go, aside from just trying to give them a support here in the cage, but I'm not really pruning them a whole lot. The only thing I did prune was just the bottom 6 inches on these, and I need to go through and probably take out a few more. But the suckers, I'm not snapping off suckers. I'm just letting them go, and they're doing really well. You found a cucumber, all right. What kind of cucumber is that? You remember?
No.
Straight 8. It's a straight 8. This is kind of small, but we can still eat that.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. We'll make do with that. You want to put that in the basket? I got 20 tomato plants and interspersed. I've got these bell pepper plants, and it's worked out really well. They're still getting sun, but they're shaded a little bit, so I don't have any issues with sun scald. And they're putting on some pretty good peppers. It looks like the groundhog tried to get this one. See there's a little claw mark there, and that's what I've found. Is he'll go in there and pick off a tomato here, a tomato there. This is the only area of the garden I don't have weeded yet. I've got lettuce here that's pretty much overtaken, and it's kind of ratty now. I need to weed that, salvage what I can. My kale and Brussels sprouts are making a comeback. There was kind of like an issue. I don't know, it's like blight, or if they got burned. I had sprayed them with some fish emulsion, I think. And I don't know what happened. Anyway, the leaves were looking kind of bad like this. But it's made a comeback now. Brussels sprouts are doing pretty good. My carrot patch is pretty well overtaken with weeds. I need to weed those. Here's my corn. I'm growing, I think it's called Allure.
Look at this.
Now that's a good one. Why don't you put that in a basket?
I found it.
What you eating there, Sayla?
I found it.
You chewing on a tomato?
Yeah,
Alright.
pretty like.
Anyway, it's called a lure. And we weeded through the corn patch, so it wasn't so bad. We're starting to get tassels there. Or, you know, these tops. I don't have tassels as far as the corn tassels on the stalks yet. You're just munching yourself away there, aren't you? My green bean patch, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 double rows, I believe. 10 rows of green beans. You can see again the I'm pretty sure it's groundhog damage, maybe rabbits, but the tops of all these are chewed off, which has affected them a little bit. I'm still getting a ton of green beans. I mean, we've just picked a half a row, and that's what I've got so far. And again, these are a really nice bean. They're stringless, real nice flavor. So our goal is to get through at least half the patch. Hey Sayla, can you come out of the corn, honey? Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
You need to stay over here. You're gonna help me here in a bit, all right? So anyway, we're harvesting that, and we're picking a few cucumbers, it looks like. These are my straight 8s, and I mean the cucumber patch has just gone off. I mean, you can see what I've got here. My onions, they've made a comeback. Some of them are kind of falling over. If I had to do it again, I would either add soil so it's looser, or I would cultivate this a lot more, just so that they would get bigger. Wow. I've got some hot peppers. This one looks like the squash is getting into this cage. My jalapenos. But I've got 2, 4, I've got 6 hot pepper plants here, and they're doing really well. We picked some jalapenos the last time we were here, but yeah, don't pick it yet though. We want to save them for salsa. But you can just see, again with the cucumbers, just tons of blooms on here.
What is this?
That's just a place where it kind of died off. Actually, that looks like a jalapeno stem that it grabbed hold of. We must have ripped off. Got my squash. It's a Lebanese white marrow, which is a favorite of mine. But the squash bug has really stunted this plant. It hasn't killed it yet, but you can tell where it's really sapping. If we turn enough of these leaves over, we're probably gonna find one. But the last time we were out here, I turned the leaves over and I found the eggs where it already laid eggs. Here it is. See those little copper eggs?
Yeah.
Like copper colored larvae. And the way you eliminate that is you squish them, or you just rip that part of the leaf out. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna rip that part out and squish those eggs. So we do not want any more squash bugs if we can avoid them. They don't wash off. I mean, they're kind of stuck on there, so you have to just take them off. You can use some diluted, like a soap mixture, to to get rid of adult squash bugs, or even the I forget the technical name of the little larva, or the when they're in kind of a pupal stage or whatever. I see this one, eggs all over it. And there's Mr. Squash Bug right there, which we're gonna squash.
Daddy.
Wow, another one?
Yes.
Put that in a basket, bud. So again, I'm gonna extract the eggs. You know, and they'll get in here to where, you know, fruit that you should have had off here, and I don't know if you can see that real well. Ends up getting sapped.
Daddy.
Yeah, get her, bud. This plant doesn't appear to be affected yet, but you know, there's some more eggs. Now I believe there's some spray, organic spray or something that you can apply to these plants to discourage the squash bugs or even kill them. I try to stay away from the commercial stuff, you know, try to stay with the organic, you know, not use chemicals. There is the squash bug.
Daddy, look.
And we're gonna squash him. Look at that, yeah. Wow, that's a good one. Anyway, it's hard to stay on top of them. You really have to be vigilant, you know, because they can really, between them and the squash vine borer, which drills into the base, the stem of this thing, you can lose a squash vine overnight. And it looks like I may have a squash vine borer right there. You see that? Yeah. These wilted leaves are a telltale sign. I mean, when all the leaves of the plant are wilted, that's a telltale sign that you've got a squash vine borer that's infiltrated the plant. So the solution then, I've got a hori-hori knife. What I'll probably do is try to slit that a little bit and see if I can't find it before this plant is dead, because it can kill a plant overnight. So anyway, that's the garden.
Yep.
You know, things are going really well. Wow. Go and put them in the bucket. Where's Sayla at? You want to look for her, bud? There she is.
Got shoes on.
So we'll kind of go from there. Baby, you got anything else to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meow.
Well, we're gonna finish up and then we'll pick up mommy, okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye.